Welcome to the One Life podcast with Behka White. I am your host, and this is episode 29, Helping Things Go Right, Floors and Ceilings for the Morning Routine. Yesterday, we discussed the practice of establishing a morning routine that prepares us to show up to life as the best version of ourselves. I introduced a list of possible things to implement into your morning routine with an invitation to choose one thing to start or one thing to add to your already existing routine. Today, I'm going to share with you the principle of floors and ceilings as it relates to our supportive habits. So here it is. The ceiling is the ideal for the behavior. If you had all the time in the world, what would it look like? Conversely, a floor is the bare minimum of the behavior. And for it to be a true floor, it must take less than 1 minute. The ceiling is the ideal, the floor is the bare minimum. So, for example, if meditation is one of the behaviors that I want to implement, I might have a ceiling of 20 minutes of guided or unguided meditation. That would be the ideal I try for every day. A floor for meditation would be maybe 3 deep inhales and 3 deep exhales with or without a mantra. Will that take less than 1 minute? Yes, it will. So that is a true floor. And there we have a ceiling and a floor for meditation. Yesterday, we talked about adding one thing to your morning routine. What did you choose? Now, looking at that behavior, what is the ceiling and what is the floor? Every time you add a behavior to your morning routine, make sure you have a floor and a ceiling. Why is this important? This is important because whenever we try to begin new behaviors, sometimes we try to take on too much and it doesn't serve us. In addition to that, there is this truth. Our thoughts create our actions. Actions create habits. Habits create character. In other words, we are what we repeatedly do. Our identity, how we see ourselves, is manifest in our thoughts, actions, habits, and character. Since what we consistently do dictates who we become, creating a morning routine that empowers us to show up as the best version of ourselves every day is intentionally investing in who we want to become. So, as we begin the journey, consistency is key. Small acts done consistently bring greater results than occasional heroic efforts. Additionally, having a floor for our supportive behaviors allows us small wins that begin to stack up quickly. We begin to see ourselves as disciplined and consistent. And that, my friends, is a great way to start every day. And so to recap, thoughts create actions. Actions create habits. Habits create character. Keeping this in mind, our mornings can just be a morning, or our mornings can be a sacred space of personal growth. The invitation today is to identify floors and ceilings for your morning routine behaviors and then get doing. Thinking and planning have abrupt limitations. We've got to do because we learn by experience. I believe in you. You've got this. We only get one life. Let's make it our best.